What up, what up, what up? What's up, Laker fans? What's up, NBA fans? What is up, everybody? What's up, Twitch? What's up, Facebook? What's up, everything? All right.
Celebrating with the Raptors?
Yeah. Huh? No. We celebrated on getting AD.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
Ladies and gentlemen, my co-host, Steven Tillman. Give it up for the one time only.
That's right.
But what up, y'all? What's up, Delano? Delano, you were first, my man. You were first.
MH wasn't in here.
What's up, Cap? I didn't see MH. I didn't see his bars. You know, usually he's always there. But what's up, y'all? We're gonna have a great show. We got lots and lots to talk about. Stemming off of what I was talking about on Saturday, you know, of course, the infamous trade. AD is officially a Los Angeles Laker.
Oh yeah.
And you know. A lot to talk about in this upcoming offseason. Delano, let me greet you in New York manner. You're What's up, Jay Woods? How you doing, my man? But on to the show at hand. We are going to be talking about everything Anthony Davis, everything Lakers, of course, because that is what our show is about. So you weren't here on Saturday. I went live.
No, I was.
What was your initial reaction when you got the news that Anthony Davis is going to be wearing the purple and gold?
I felt like Woj because we was having some tournament games, and at this particular time, my team wasn't playing, so we were just sitting there chilling, and my phone goes off, and I think the head coach, a few other head coaches from the other teams, they were just standing there, and I go, "Yo." They was like, what? And I said, yo, I'm about to drop a Woj bomb. And I was like, we got 80. And they all thought I was kidding. And then we went straight to the team room and cut the TV on. We were trying to see if it was real. And then next thing you know, the whole gym was just talking about 80. Like, we didn't tell the players on the court, but it was.
You wanted to, though.
Yeah, man. It was on. Everyone was just, it was on, bro. It was lit.
The secret that was been going on that was passed along from the chat to me was you called a timeout mid-game to try and express
No, I didn't call a timeout. No.
You'd be like, what? They called a timeout?
I didn't call a timeout.
The running joke was that's what happened, but I would hope you would be a better coach. So,
no, I didn't call a timeout.
I was midway editing a video on some updated trades on what was going to happen. And then all of a sudden, I get the Woj bomb from Bleacher Report saying AD is officially a Laker.
Man, it was a great day.
So I just had to scrap the whole video. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that was the worst kept secret. It really was. Steve the Black Woj confirmed. We'll.
And that I don't want to take credit for being anything like him. I just had the bomb. I'll explain why I don't want to take any credit for a Woj period. Like, I don't want to be associated with that kind of person.
Wait, well, you might as well share why.
No, we get to that later when we talk about the Lakers, what it means with the lopside, how people feel about the trades.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll save that for later right now. We don't have to break off into that right now.
Cap says Steve told his team to foul instead.
Hey, foul!
Hey, foul, right immediately.
We was winning that game anyway.
I liked y'all better when y'all were struggling. Well, I mean, I was talking about this off stream.
That's not funny, Chris.
I was talking about this off stream, Chris. Like, we're the only thing we would have to worry about is nicks and knacks and injuries because AD is well documented. LeBron's not getting any younger, and then Kuzma, I tell you, he's probably the most resilient player out of all of our players.
That's all you got to say. Bring on next season because I don't care. The injuries we can't control.
No.
But the talent that we have on the floor,
man. Yeah. But it's gonna be exciting. As you can see, Steven is very, very excited. He was like, y'all should have seen him Saturday.
Oh man. Yeah.
Saturday he was blowing up the group chat talking about everything.
Yo. No filter.
Didn't care that Toronto just won the championship.
No filter, yo.
Did not care.
I'm not interested in any conspiracy about any other player. When we made this trade, that was awesome. That was awesome.
So with that being said, we did have to part ways with Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, and Josh Hart. Any final words to say about them and appreciation, or just like hurry up and get up out of here? What's your final words on that?
What time y'all flying?
The disrespect. The disrespect.
Y'all make sure y'all find a house before y'all get out there.
Disrespect.
All right, legit. The only no, I'm sorry. I'm going to miss Lonzo.
You're going to miss Lonzo?
But I will forget it the moment AD steps on the floor. Oh, man.
And he does like a little shimmy.
Yeah, man. It's when they pick a roll or a lob from LeBron to AD, I'm going to be like, man, who was our point guard last year? Like, that's how I'm going to feel.
Dang.
That's how I feel, man.
Completely.
6 years. Hey, man, when you've sucked as long as we have for 6 years.
That's saying a lot right there.
Man, you know what it reminds me of? I don't know if we didn't have this at this time, but the day we got Pau Gasol, that's how I feel right now. I ain't care what we gave up for him. I don't care who it was. All I knew was Kobe was getting a teammate named Pau Gasol, the Spaniard who was a baller. And we went to the finals that year. And the next thing you know, we lost, but we came back and won 2 more. So
true.
Hey,
this is true. Can't deny this.
I don't see. Well, here's my thing. I don't believe Lonzo, Brandon Ingram, or Josh Hart, I guess, for the sake of conversation. I don't think any of them are ever going to be top 5 talent. So,
right.
So because that's why I feel that way. I'm going to miss the contributions for our team. We pushed for them all last season. You know, I wish the best for them. It's the best thing for them now to play somewhere else other than here
and get away from all the distractions. In LA.
It's just better for them. I mean, I love Lonzo playing with Bron. It was great. They had the first triple double, very rare. But you know, the pressure was just too much for them to be able to develop. Unfortunately,
more or less, yeah. I think BI was starting to figure it out more so than Lonzo.
But it was taking too long to figure out.
Right.
Because let's say if we go into this season, let's say if we were missed out on anything, again, we were going to say, man, we need them to push. And then it's going to be their fault for wasting Bron's window.
Right.
So I'd rather them go
all in,
get as much as they can. I don't know what they're going to be after watching them for 2 and 3 years. I don't know what they're going to be. But it's a good start somewhere else. We're in a place that they're rarely going to be on TV. No, maybe not. Zion's going to change that. So they may run into the same problem. I'm not entirely sure. It may be their fault with Zion, so I don't know. So hopefully not.
My final words are all towards Lonzo. Lonzo, I'm going to miss you a lot, my man. I hope you come back in the summertime to Chino so that, you know, I can see you playing in the open gyms, and then, you know, that'll be it. Then I have to boo you because you on New Orleans now. Which, I mean, he's still technically a Laker till, we're trying to push it till July 30th or something?
Yeah.
So, I mean, he can still rep the purple and gold for a little bit, right? Except for Josh Hart. Josh Hart already moved on. He already got...
As he should, though.
Yeah.
I think they moved on after Magic came in there and gave him hugs, and it was like, hey, it's part of business.
Yeah.
Kuzma probably the only one was like, I don't know what y'all.
I'm valuable. That's what he said.
And to his credit, that's what you're supposed to do on the floor. You ball out hard enough that you can either be in the trade or the team is like, we actually want to keep you. Yeah. I mean, that's...
You're too valuable.
You know, but...
Delano said, I worry about Anthony Davis' numbers take a dip and LeBron's devalues another all-star front court player.
I don't recall Kyrie's numbers taking a dip.
Front court.
Huh?
Front court. So Kevin Love, your Chris Bosh. All their numbers dipped.
Well, neither one of them are AD. No offense to either one in their respect. But AD's not a guy you say go over there. I get it. History says, you know that. But at this point in LeBron's career, I doubt he's going to be like, you go. For example, I'll use the youth movement this year. There was never a time that Bron never not got these guys the ball. Ever. I'm talking about the youth guys. Numerous times, he always pushed it to either or, and you move that to a top 5 guy. I get the history, but I do know neither one of those dudes were Anthony Davis. You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
Both of those dudes had, Chris Bosh had a post game in a sense, but you weren't on that team. You weren't just going to say, hey, go get us a bucket. Even though, rightfully so, at his team he was, Kevin Love. AD literally does everything on the floor.
Yeah,
so I'd give him the ball. I just
only problem is he just can't stay on the floor. A little nicks and knacks here and there.
Maybe, but last year he's got a lot of rest.
That is right.
You got to hold.
We just appreciate
like LeBron.
you, New Orleans.
Just like LeBron. LeBron got a lot of rest, bro. And this summer has been enough for them to come back and be ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
And load management is going to help both of them.
What's up, Leo? What's up, my man? How you doing? Chris is saying that. Chris and Cap are saying that we're spoiled because we only had 6 losing seasons compared to the Knicks and Sixers. You know,
That's
they've
true.
been known.
But the world made those 6 years feel like 16 years. So
the stress.
You remember just 2 weeks ago, we are the worst organization. We don't know what we're doing. We're falling apart. Mm-hmm. No one wants to come there. So it's like, I read something that was funny. It went from the Lakers might miss out to the Lakers are going after A, B, C, D, F, G, and it actually is legit. So, yes, we may be spoiled, but in a way, social media has really tried to make us look trash for 30 years. You ever think about it? We'll talk more about this trade, but back in December, it's not enough, and now we give up too much. So
it's funny how the tables turn.
I guess, tomato, however you want to look at that.
Bold prediction, Pelicans will win 42 games next season.
That is a bold prediction. I see you guys. Okay. Cap, the only thing, I'm going to go with your bold prediction, but they're going to have one problem that we saw for the past 6 years. Who in the world is going to shoot that basketball? They have no shooters on that team.
Unless they get somebody like Bradley Beal. Then that changes a lot with that team.
I don't think they will.
With the swinging at that number 4 pick?
I think if they do that trade, Bradley Beal is going to finally make it, either fire his agent and then get Rich Paul to trade request to go somewhere else. But I just
Wait, why? The Pelicans wouldn't be a half bad team.
I guess.
They wouldn't be a half. They would do a 3-guard lineup, have B.I. at the 4, and then if they can try and swing Julius Randle back to come back.
It's a good and a bad thing. The only person who's going to compliment Zion is Lonzo. The other ones, B.I. is going to think about this. He has to now concede to a rookie.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know how that's going to mesh out.
We'll see. I do think they're going to be must-see TV.
Now, who's been in the league 4 years now, is going to have to concede the ball to a rookie. I just don't know how that's going to happen. We've seen Ingram for 4 years. Like, I'm just going to leave that say. He's going to have to concede the ball to another guy who is much bigger and stronger and has way more clout than him. So, I don't know.
It'll be interesting. Like
it's
I said,
a good thing they got Zoe in that trade.
It's a good problem to have, honestly, with a lot of youth. And they got Drew Holiday's contract, which is taking up majority of their cap space. So it'll be interesting to see what they got. But with that said, now that we know New Orleans is going to fill out their roster with young talent, the Lakers have a lot of open spots open.
Right.
And I'm talking, we only have 5 players, I think, under our 7.
5.
No, because I'm missing Mo Wagner and someone else. I think it's just
Wagner and Bonga.
Bonga's already label him as a starter just because nobody else is filling in that spot.
But I don't know who the other 2 are.
Yeah, it's like 6 players, and we have potentially $33 million left on the books in order to sign and fill out the rest of our roster. As the thumbnail said, do we fill out the roster with a max player, or do we go ahead and get depth? And we think we just reached our limit in terms of star potential.
I don't know. I say try them both. Start with star, and then if not, go from there. I think they're only going to go after 2 top tier dudes, which is at this point Kyrie and.
There's Kyrie, there's Kemba, there's Jimmy Butler.
No, I think at this point I think the Lakers are only going to at least chat with Kawhi, Kyrie, and Jimmy. After that, those 3 they're going to detour back on to filling out the roster spot. Kemba's a waste of energy.
So say that again. So you're saying go?
Yeah, I just think you either talk to Kyrie, Kawhi, and Jimmy Butler.
Okay.
If none of those 3, whatever they decide to do after that, now just. Gonna get you the Darren Collins and the Danny Greens of the world, because I do not want to put money into any other cat out there.
Okay.
That isn't one of those 3.
Right. So you're believing. So if all else fails, you're believing in Kuzma, like Chris is saying. I see you, Chris, saying he's good enough to be your number 3. you have that much faith in Kuzma being your third best option, and okay,
yeah,
all right, fair enough. That's
the best part of the trade.
Yeah,
Lonzo would have been amazing for the simple fact, yes, but he makes the most sense for the Pelicans, being that now you don't actually have to you have more options at the 4th pick when you draft Zion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So having a point guard in Zion Williams, to me, I think BI is something they'll play with. If not, it wouldn't surprise me if he's a part of the 4th pick to go somewhere else. I don't know if that's possible, but I think that trade was sitting around the 4th pick in Lonzo.
Yeah,
that's in my opinion, because Zion's going to fill up 2 through 5, however you want to look at it. So
I think he just fit perfectly at 4, and like I said, like we were talking about off the air, they're just going to be a run and gun team all day. So I see a lot of depth. I see Chris saying going after a 5. Leo said go for a max player. Cap said you get depth and role players. Delano said get depth because you don't want to be too top heavy and risk the injuries on your franchise guys. Kuzma will be the key player. So I mean, I haven't given too much thought. I'm probably gonna try and make a video about this, trying to fill out our roster, but I'm more open to filling out role players, because I don't think you necessarily need to go get a point guard or somebody to fill in that essentially LeBron already does. You just need somebody to be able to make shots and play defense. And I think you can get that easily at the 1 and 2 position, especially in this free agency, with people like you said, Darren Collison. Danny Green's contract is up. Not to say that he's going to be jumping ship from Toronto. I think he's going to get a payday if he stays in Toronto. But players of that caliber that can come back or come to the Lakers and be able to have a fulfilling role instead of just, Lakers. We signed Kemba Walker to $136 million or something like that.
Yeah, LeBron's not having it.
Yeah.
I think the only 3 people, it's LeBron. Clearly every move we've made is kind of Bron centered. I imagine Rob is like, Bron, I made this trade for AD, great. Who else are we going to go after? I think that's why we keep hearing who they're going to target.
Yeah.
I think some of them may just put out there for the sake of helping other people get money, but I think Kyrie and Kawhi are the number 1 option, I believe. They're at least talking to, for the simple fact that you have to. After that, because think about it, we aren't going to sign players until like the 2nd or 3rd week, depending on how long Kawhi, Kyrie, and Jimmy Butler decide.
Yeah. Because
the role players should wait, for the simple fact that the power has changed since the Warriors have gotten injured. We're probably going to hear that the Kevin Durant and Klay Thompson taking their money, but that's why I'm not too concerned about depth, because one, there's a long list, but the first week, I'd be surprised if I hear
Lakers sign such and such.
Yeah, I'd be surprised.
Okay.
I mean, if it's Mitch Kupchak, we'd be signing, some guys a
Here
week in.
Here we go.
I'm just saying, the depth thing is something that happened later line. Because then you have, if I'm Rob, you got free agency. Then you got when the season starts, dudes those older heads who probably gonna get cut from their team anyway, who will contribute.
And don't forget, up until I think a week after the All-Star break, you can still sign people because they're getting cut and they want to be on championship teams. So
AD makes that nice to have. It's just nice to have him on team, because you have the youth movement. You have the veteran leadership in LeBron, who's probably got 2 more years, in my opinion. And then you've got the young youth of 25-year-old, 26-year-old Anthony Davis. So you can get any guy in that group, which is why you have to talk to at least the Kyries, because you're not even pitching Bron. You're pitching Anthony Davis. Like, at this point, Bron going to be like, hey, come in here. Let's win together. And then when I'm out, y'all got the next 7 years together.
Yeah.
And then every year, that's going to feel like over and over and over. So.
Yeah. This is true. A lot of people are saying you should target JJ, Danny Green. Cruise control is definitely more valuable as a third option. I could see him averaging 18 and 6. Trying to pick up DeAndre or Dwight on a short-term deal. Now, that's something different I have not heard. I thought DeAndre would be more open to staying in New York. But if he's going to shop around...
How many years has DeAndre been in the league?
He's 30. He's gonna be 31, I think.
Yeah, guys who've been coming up on the 10 years, I think they're all taking like 2+1s.
Oh, the 3 years.
Get that 10-year max. Like Kyrie's contract, I think Kawhi too. I expect both of them to take wherever they go, like a 2-year +1.
Yeah.
So they can collect all that money at that point in time. So
Jay Woods brought up Marcus Morris.
Yeah, but see, to me, he's like a.
Is that Mark? Oh, both of them. Actually, both of them. Yeah.
That's like an August kind of like those dudes fall in like August, depending how quickly the guys get through. But those dudes,
both of them, I feel like are a much better version of Mo Wagner.
Like Danny Green. Danny Green is legit only staying in Toronto if Kawhi stays. Mm-hmm. If he ships out to where he go, Danny Green not staying. Marcus All not staying. Like them dudes, they out. So.
Cap said Boogie, signing Boogie. Would you be open to signing Boogie?
No.
Matter of fact, where do you think he's going? I don't know where.
If I'm Boogie, I'm calling Dallas Mavericks.
Oh, so give me my money.
I would say, hey man, I'd be a great fit with Porzingis and Luka. But I still would take a 1 year if I was him.
Still?
He ain't do enough to. I'm giving you all that money, man. I couldn't do it.
That's tough. I mean,
I think he has 1 more year to see.
It's crazy to see somebody with his talent to just go from like a top-notch, possible free agent to now it's like he's an August signing or he's a late July signing.
Tough. Unless you Kevin Durant, like when Kevin Durant come, like wherever he go, when he come back, it's gonna be like, man, it's KD. Like, but in a way, Boogie's. I get what he's tried to do, and he was hopefully come back and ball out. But I don't think teams are like, let's throw a 4-year, 5-year contract at you.
4 years.
At your age, at your size, you're talented.
Yeah.
But I don't know that you're 5 years, $100 million talented.
Yeah.
But at this point,
that's what Miami's going through right now.
I think Anthony Davis is going to be our starting center.
That's what I into. That's what I thought too.
I don't need no other center. Yeah. Just sign JaVale and let him come off the bench and block some shots. So.
It's
even though I prefer Brook Lopez, I definitely want Brook Lopez back, man.
The one that got away.
Yeah. But we're in a good space. I think you're in a good space. If we didn't make this trade, I would really be concerned about offseason. But what amazing way to talk about, hey, forget Bron. Bron's like, forget me, yo. I'm already locked in. Let's pair you up with this person. Even hearing the whole Kyrie AD last year to the Boston, like, if the first, like, Kyrie ain't come back to Bron. And Bron like, hey, man, forget me. I'm out this thing 3 years. Let me win a few with you now. Yeah. And y'all can go make y'all own history at this point. That's a great sell to a guy at 26, 27 with Anthony Davis, a top 5 player.
Or Kawhi Leonard.
Yes,
which we
both of them.
About. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I get the Clippers, but legit, yes, we don't have a roster, but we know the league. Everyone will fill out. If I'm Anthony Davis, I'm like, hey, what's up, Kawhi?
Yeah.
You know what's up?
Yeah.
We're not talking about now. You still get to come back home? Anthony Davis being a Laker just makes it tough for the Clippers right now.
I mean, home was Riverside for him, but,
No, I mean, like, and coming to California, like,
yeah.
That's just a tough thing, man. Us making this move makes me smile. If the Clippers do it, amen. Hallelujah, I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
But it's a great pitch to be like, AD can be with you for the next 5 years. You've already done it with Kyle Lowry. This guy right here. Pretty dope. 10
times better than Kyle Lowry.
And LeBron would be like, we don't need a point guard, man. I'm about to be point guard this year and make sure y'all get to y'all spots.
Yeah.
I've seen LeBron. If you take about, I know All-Star is what it is, but when LeBron plays with talented dudes, he's Magic Johnson. And he's Magic even when they don't have him, but yeah.
Boogie with AD is a nice combo. You can still give him a small contract. His talent is never in question. It's temperament.
Yes.
Yeah.
Y'all see him pout on the sidelines in the finals?
Yeah. When he got benched a couple times and he became last resort.
That's tough.
What's up, BLT? How you doing, my man? Leo asked, do you think AD will waive his $4 million trade kicker?
Only if he knows something for sure, but I wouldn't.
A lot of players
get your money, bro.
Yeah,
I wouldn't.
They take their money, so
I wouldn't. Because what helps it is because people like Kyrie and them, they're not signing max contracts. They're going to sign whatever the max is for 2 years. Kyrie wants to make that 10-year league thing. Like, just I'll do your 2+ month, make around $6 million less, and get all your money in 2 years. Yeah, you know. Yeah, and that'd be the same year LeBron and be like, you know what, I'm out. In my opinion.
But Delano asked, do you want to make a run at Eric Gordon maybe?
For $13 million? Nah. He a free agent?
I think his contract is up.
Really?
I can look it up right quick.
Eric Gordon's a free agent?
Yeah, notable.
Claw going to Phoenix because he likes the sun. He's a fun guy.
He's a fun guy.
Man, when he win, he is a fun guy, man. I don't know if y'all been seeing clips of this dude. But he clearly is a fun guy. But I'm going to tell y'all, his speech to me sounded like he was not coming back. I don't know if you guys watched his speech today. He does not sound like a guy coming back. He does not. I'm not concerned about his cousin talking about he's coming to L.A. or his uncle or whoever. I know his cousin for sure said it on his Instagram, and his sister or whatever. But, bro, his speech sounded like this was fun. Y'all should enjoy it. Hang it up. Make sure y'all enjoy that. Put it in front of your house.
He sure did.
You know?
But I ain't going to be here.
You know,
he pulled the magic.
He did everything but say something implying that he went, like, he gave the best when you graduate from high school and not coming back speech. Like, to me, that was the best speech ever.
So I don't see...
Yeah, I don't think Eric Gordon's a free agent.
I don't see Eric Gordon, but I see people like... I'm going to botch his name. Boban
Bogdanovic.
He's probably going to get paid.
He'd be a great role player over here.
I think he's going to get paid, though, at Indiana because he had his best shooting.
I don't think he's going to get paid because I believe they're going to go after Mr. Snitch. He's an all-star.
D'Angelo?
I'm going to stop calling him Snitch.
Whoa. Yeah, D'Angelo going?
I know we don't do who we think's going where, but I'm just going to say I think he going to pair up with... Because the hoopla behind... No one speaking about D'Lo coming back to Brooklyn. Yeah, I do believe he's going to stay East, and I think they would make a pitch at him. I don't think they're going to play Bohan because he did what he can with that team, but seeing what D'Angelo can do with Oladipo coming back. Yeah. So if you do have that, you still have your all-star.
Interesting.
That's just my. Interesting. That's my. Me trying to be somebody. I'm not. Pick.
Jay Woods, who are you talking about? Dennis? Don't tell me you're talking about Dennis Schroeder.
I hope not.
Dennis Schroeder, I think, is locked in for like the next 2 or 3 years.
Everybody on the Oklahoma Thunder is locked in except for the Morris brother because he was on his last year.
That's true. Hashtag Claude to Philly. All right, keep the dream on, my guy, because he's only interested in 5 teams.
Gave up on Jimmy.
Yeah, he gave up. He does not care about Jimmy. Kawhi is the key to the city, and he's out.
Harrison Barnes a free agent. He opted in that player option. He ain't getting that money again.
Oh, Uncle Dennis. Yeah, Uncle Dennis.
Oh, yeah, his uncle.
Yeah. We got to get in contact with Uncle Dennis.
I don't know which team. Before the 80 trade, I was actually convinced it was the Clippers. After, I like the idea.
Yeah, I like the idea as well.
When LeBron passed away, dude.
And then, so there's other people like Harrison Barnes.
He opted in that, bro.
You think so?
Man, you don't pass up that $29-30 million, bro.
He has a $25 million.
Yeah, you don't pass that. Take your money, Barnes. Make sure the Sacramento Kings take your money, man.
Danny Green.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now. That is my first priority role player that I want on this team.
Danny Green
is Danny Green. He's my first priority dude.
Mr. Inconsistent himself.
Man, I'll take the Mr. Inconsistent because sometimes when you get a pass from LeBron, you just cash. Or not.
There's Mirotic. Jonas.
Man, he may be. Those are.
Rumored.
Brogdon's an interesting one.
Rumored landing spots. The
Los
Lakers.
Angeles? Interesting.
Yeah.
But what is Brogdon's like honestly the perfect dude you paid $13 million to be your 2 guard. Because he was like 25.
I don't think Brogdon's a 2 guard though.
One
I don't
or
think
two.
he's a point guard
Either or. He's the perfect. He don't need the ball
He's
as
just
much.
a combo guard.
He's a guy. Every player we pick from this point on, except for the superstar, needs to be able to just play off the ball. Brogdon is the perfect guy to play off the ball. I need guys who can play defense and play off the ball. At least stay in front of your guy a little bit. Because, you know what I mean? Like, guys like Danny Green, he know he ain't going to take about 5 shots a game. But he just got to be ready for those 5 shots a game.
I think he's staying.
Because Kuzma for sure taking about 17 of them. Like, he gonna look off AD and LeBron. But they going to respect him for it. But they still going to look him off. He going to get paid.
Julius Randle?
Yeah, man. Boardman getting paid. That's another Boardman that's going to get paid.
Rumor has it he might be a Knick. But it looks like
Chris,
Julius Randle.
would y'all? I would pay him. That man put up 21, shot pretty well from the ball. Put the ball on the floor. That's hey, of all of our core, he's like right there with Lonzo. That's the one dude I wish we never got rid of. I thought
he's a workhorse,
shit, man.
Al-Farouq Amino. Why'd they put him as a center?
We don't need no more backcourt.
Terry Rozier.
Nah, Celtics gonna pay him.
Terrence
bring him back.
Ross.
Cash money, bring him.
Terrence Ross.
Bring him. Although the Magic probably gonna get that man like a 3-year.
That's like that would be LeBron's LA version of Earl, essentially.
Ooh, man, that's cold blooded.
You should see some of the shots that sometimes take.
Okay. That's cold blooded.
Kelly Oubre?
No. I'll pass.
He's a two-way player.
He's an free agent? Wow.
Ricky Rubio?
Oh, pass. Move on. I'd bring Rondo back before you bring that dude would be nice to pick up.
Patrick Beverly?
Yeah, but he was talking trash spots. I don't know. Maybe if the money talks to me different.
I don't think it matters. If he was on another team, yeah.
You're probably right. Because when he was Houston, the Clippers was trash too, and now he's a Clipper, so you're probably right.
I don't think Seth Curry is a free agent, Chris. I thought he signed. Seth?
Yeah.
I thought he signed a 3-year.
Nah, I don't have more power to him if he had one, but he a free agent.
Okay. Well, I'm sure we'll find him in the list.
Yeah, for sure a free agent.
Derek
D-Rose. See, that's the dude I would want at the end of everyone's decided on their team.
Yeah. I think he's heavily going back or thinking about going back to Chicago.
Yeah.
So
it'd be cool.
It would be awesome. I would have one of my favorite players of all time to be in LA.
Every free agent I want, I need them in the 29, 30 and up. I don't need none of there because them dudes want too much money, man.
Veterans.
Yeah, we need dudes be like, you want $3 million? Yeah, come on. You know what I mean? Like, even somebody like Jared Dudley. Hey, 1.5 for sure. Like, put him on my team. Let him just stand over there and shoot a couple threes on that side. Play hard, bring some small 6 minutes. That's I want to do like that. Danny Green is kind of in the, $6 million, but I don't want nothing when we're paying over $10 million for a role player. Like Wesley Matthews gonna want some money.
Yeah,
I ain't. Nah.
Well, I think he did okay when filling in for Victor.
He did. I just ain't paying you $17 million and 16, 15. Nah, I don't want that kind of money.
DeAndre's a free agent. Jeremy Lamb.
He's a free agent?
He's a free agent.
Nah, he too young, man. He like 25, man.
He's 26.
He trying to get paid, bro. He trying to get paid. We can't use those, man. Hey, man. Nah, sorry, bro.
So Seth Curry is a free agent. Okay.
Yeah, Seth Curry.
Okay.
See, Seth Curry ain't that good where we got to pay him $11 million.
This is Chris's favorite player.
JaMychal Green,
one of his favorite players.
Sheesh.
I think if we want to play small ball and just sign him, he'd be a good 5. I've never personally watched Michael Green's game, but just basing off of Chris's excitement whenever his name is brought up.
Man, I start in 5, it's gonna be small ball. AD will never get off the floor when it comes. If they go small, if they go big, he gonna be on the floor.
So
we need somebody bigger, like the Jonas.
Yeah,
will make sense. Oh, y'all gonna play big dog?
What about
JaVale? To the power forward. He can't guard the post, man. That's the only thing. But I'll still plug him in.
Okay.
Because he's a good old paid Whiteside. Nah, man, I can't do it. Let him go somewhere else.
Kent Bazemore, the return to LA.
He's still on the list. Good Lord.
His fat contract.
He's still on the list, man.
His fat contract.
He putting in work then. Good Lord. Kent Bazemore.
He fits in your age range. He's 29.
That's true, but let's get a few guys before we get him.
Thaddeus Young?
See, that's the kind of dude I want coming off the bench, too. Ain't he like 31?
30.
Yeah, see, he probably come in, I just want $4 million.
He had his most successful career in Indiana, so I don't know if he would necessarily prioritize.
But they're going to prioritize about bringing the second All-Star. And I think, I'm still on the D'Angelo train to pick the Pacers, but that's a guy I bring back.
And his Cantor?
Nah, he going to stay in Portland. I think he going to still play. Oh, man, roll passes do quick as possible.
Oh, Contavious Caldwell. Now, when I was streaming Saturday, a lot of people said bring back the Pope.
I'm only going to say that because for whatever reason, he plays better with veterans. I don't know what it is. He ended the year when he was free. I don't know. But I don't know whatever it was. I want the good version of KCP. The dude I wanted when we got him from Detroit. So whatever his thing is, they need to talk it out. But it better not be for no $12 million. He ain't earned that yet. I do like KCP, but he seemed like this team he will play better with because of, one, the talent overall around. So I think sometimes. So
you saying he plays at the level of his team?
Yes. That's what I believe.
Gotcha.
He plays down and up to the level of whoever he's around. He playing with young dudes. I'm going to chunk it up and hope they go in.
So we
veterans, they're going to be ready to catch a shooting. It's going to
have 3 Rich Paul guys on our team?
Hey, man, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it.
That's all the notable ones. Seth Curry, you guys said it was on the list. We would be open to. I don't think he. Would you have him as a starter or coming off the bench? Seth Curry?
Definitely coming off the bench. He'd be like the 7th man.
Okay.
That man was cash in Portland.
So who's our starting point guard? Is it man, I'm getting excited already. Is Alex going to be in the starting lineup?
No, he's not going to be in the starting
Caruso?
lineup. No, he's not going to be starting lineup, bro.
Come on, man.
I think they'll see if he get money out there. If not, then he'll be back. But somebody should pay him.
He better come back.
He should make like $7 million. I thought he played well enough to make like $7 million.
Delano said KCP had one good season, contract year with Detroit, had everybody fooled. Yeah, to an extent, yeah. But then he's been signing 1 year, so what does that mean?
He played down to his competition, man, because that just hurt my feelings when I see him.
Chris is saying, yep, we should start Seth if we were to sign him. No. All right, there it is.
I like him. I wouldn't start him.
Caruso for MVP. Thank you. You understand. You understand. Got love for the young guys.
I like him. I think he should be our backup point guard. But I also think someone's going to pay him.
BLT said, I would want Rose off the bench.
Derrick Rose?
Derrick Rose would come off and be our leading two guard. Because he was much more successful at Minnesota as the 2 instead of playing the 1.
Yeah.
It was, what's his name? Who's their backup?
I don't know.
Tyus Jones.
Oh.
Tyus Jones was playing primarily the 1. But
yeah, he's a starter, though.
So we said Seth Curry, Derrick Rose, Thaddeus Young.
Danny Green's in there.
Danny Green. And you said one more.
Danny Green.
I can't
Nope.
Jermichael Green?
No, I didn't say that. I said like a big body. Either you bring JaVale McGee back.
Jonas.
Yeah. I like Pat Beverly.
So we'll stick with Jonas.
But I would like, out of all of the guys who can shoot the ball, I think Danny Green is a good fit around there. Because whoever you get point guard is going to be your quote-unquote 3rd or 4th guy who can put the ball on the floor and get to the rim. Mm-hmm. But even a guy like Darren Collison, he's not going to look for a lot of money. He's a good, solid dude who can get to the rim, get fouled a few times. Mm-hmm. You know, you're kind of looking for a cheap Kyle Lowry.
Cheap Kyle Lowry.
Yeah, you know, he's making like $30 million.
That man was making $100 million off.
Yeah, I'm saying like next year he's making like $32 million. So he's a guy. You want that guy, but not at that price.
Right. No Jermichael Green for LA. He's going to New York. All right. I mean,
people dog in New York, but this free agency is too big to think that they're not going to come up with something. I do get that, who you overpay, but there's not a lot of guys to overpay unless you're just desperate.
Yeah. True. Very true indeed.
So.
All right.
Does that mean they're giving up on DeAndre if they get Jermichael, or he's just coming off the bench?
I don't know,
because Mitchell Robinson is there too.
Chris and I are going to have to talk about it eventually. I think on draft night. We'll talk more about it, but I'm not sure what their direction is. I would hope that they're still going heavy after KD, and then kind of just see where everything else falls. I know that they're going to have a meeting with Kawhi. They have a meeting locked up, and then after that.
But even to me, that's a good sign. A meeting is just a good sign.
Yeah.
It just sucks that KD is hurt, but you're still going to offer him the money.
Yeah. Offer him the max. So. Green will come off the bench. Danny Green will come off the bench, or Jermichael Green will come off the bench.
I think you're talking about Jermichael Green.
Jermichael Green. But, all right, y'all. That is our episode of the Tillman and Warren Show today. Talked about Lakers finally getting AD and what it costs. You know, it sucks to see Lonzo.
It costs us nothing, man.
It sucks
to cost us nothing.
It sucks to see Lonzo go, but you know, if you get one of the top 5 players in the league, you go after him.
If he becomes an all-star, good for New Orleans.
I'm just happy that our organization made a decision instead of just being like, oh, you know, we're gonna hang tight, kind of like what Boston has been doing over the last.
The only person who's doing that, well, Magic wasn't, but
he was doing it the wrong way.
Yeah, or Dimps was. I don't know.
Somebody.
Yeah.
Somebody.
All I know is Rob got the deal done.
Mm-hmm. And we talked about potential free agents coming to the Lakers and what we would like to see, either role players or a max deal.
Kyrie's on the way. I want Kyrie so bad. I've been wanting Kyrie since he was a restricted free agent. He wasn't happy, and I thought Dan Gilbert wasn't going to offer him that max contract, and I wanted him to pair with Kobe.
He would still be restricted.
No, I'm just saying they weren't going to offer the extended max, which means we can pay him, and then they probably weren't going to offer him. You still have to offer the player the money for them to go. And this might be our chance, man. This might be our chance. AD and Kyrie. And LeBron's a role player.
Dang. The disrespect. But we talked a lot about everything. We appreciate y'all's support today coming out. I know there was no Coast to Coast yesterday. It's my fault. Don't blame Chris. Chris, you know, he's got his thing, but I had to deal with some stuff. But we should be back. The draft, I believe, is Thursday. Correct me if I'm wrong, Chad. It's the 20th. And I'm going to be there. Hopefully, Mr. Tillman, you going to be there?
I should be there, yeah.
Okay. And then we're going to have some other friends. We're all going to be at CK2K's house. And
I know. Tell him that shows just keep getting shorter and shorter. We'll be on from like 30 minutes.
Hey, used to be an hour. Off-season. It's not, man, this is 45 minutes.
It used to be an hour, I think.
We would reach an hour. We would push it with the little game.
Oh, yeah.
So
I don't like talking hoops. Hoops! Hey, the one thing before we go is I want y'all to pay attention, especially for every team like the Knicks. You know, 1 minute they're trash. And, like, I heard Max Kellerman on First Take being trash about the Knicks just because they didn't get a certain player.
Yeah.
A week ago, we was trash and dysfunctional.
Yeah.
And we get 80 is like we're contenders. Like, that's why, you know, I'm not. The only thing I probably was skeptical for them was, like, Kristaps. But every person, when we did that trade in December, said we gave too much. Everyone on TV said we gave too much. You know me. I said, throw them all in. What time the plane going to get there?
Yeah.
But the simple fact that Rob was able to do it, they get 20, 24, and 25. So we only give up this year and then 5 years from now. 4 years, 5 years. So we still get those other 2 picks in between. But the point is, you was able to do it and keep at least one of them. And to me, I thought they kept the best one for the simple fact of production-wise. I get the growth that Lonzo and them going to have, and that's the best thing for them. But to notice how quickly, like, remember last week I was like, Woj sounds different, like it's all of a sudden confident. And now we gave up, 2 states in the country for Anthony Davis. But, man, back in December, you was like, it's not enough because the Celtics are going to offer more. And they're going to have this.
And then they didn't offer anything.
Like, all this trash talk about people. That's why there's very few people. That's what I meant by Woj. Woj was killing my Lakers. And now all of a sudden we gave too much and it's a risk. Like, everybody know this man is re-signing with the Los Angeles Lakers. It's the only team we want. Ain't no risk for a 25-year-old top 5 player. Bums. I can't stand them. I just can't stand that narrative when you talk. 2 weeks ago, we were trashing our team because we are just a Kardashian soap opera from Jay Willis and like. Now all of a sudden we're contenders and they're gonna be the best and they're gonna do this. Now Kyrie want to come now. Like, man, look, the moral of the story is, man, root for your team and don't worry about what everybody say, because the moment y'all get good, social media is gonna flip on you. Like the moment the Knicks, let's say KD go there, now all of a sudden, man, 2 years from now, man, he gonna get somebody else and they're gonna be the man. Like we gonna ignore James Dolan and we gonna know I'll say that because the Knicks fans in here, but man, come on. Root for your squad, yo. Root for your squad.
You heard it from Mr. Tillman himself, my co-host. Leo said, "Preach."
Oh no! I hope Ben Simmons never can find a jump shot.
Oh, before we go, this has been ongoing debate between myself and Cap. He said, "What's the difference between Giannis and Ben Simmons?" He thinks there's virtually no difference between the two, and I quickly said that Giannis will think about a jumper. He will actually shoot it.
He'll take him.
Whether it goes in or not, that's a whole different story. But he'll actually think about it because, I'm wide open. They're leaving me open.
I tell you what's the difference. One's carrying his team, the other one's being carried. Hey,
it stinks.
There's a big difference, Cap. Don't be disrespectful to Greek Freak, man.
Yeah.
Ben Simmons is talented, but he ain't getting no better, bro. Think about this. If you go from year to year and people still know how to guard you, you ain't getting better. Giannis, we didn't know Giannis could be stopped until the conference finals, Eastern Conference Finals. Mm-hmm. And now he knows where he has to get better, and that's because one dude clamped him up, and then they realized, we have somebody actually who can stay in front of him. Ben Simmons, you just knew, hey, man, everybody back off. Let this man shoot a jump shot, guard the other four guys. That's not the same game plan because Giannis took 2 or 3 this game, but even despite that, he was dominant. Mm-hmm. He don't got no Embiid. So,
and not to mention Giannis is. I think he's a way better defender. Obviously, Ben Simmons can match up with a lot of people in his position because he is a point guard. But outside of that, I don't think he's going to be carrying a team defensively like Giannis is. So, to add the fuel to the argument.
Cap, he ain't take him to the conference finals without him. I mean, obviously it's not in his control, but no Embiid. I don't know
how far y'all going.
When you can't shoot, I don't know, man. Yeah. That's tough.
Yeah.
Tough.
But all right, y'all. We appreciate y'all coming out, giving your 2 cents, and listening to us knuckleheads talk about our Lakers, of course. This has been my co-host, Stephen Tillman.
Yeah, man.
I've been your other co-host, Brandon Warren. And we'll see you guys Thursday. All right. Make sure y'all check out CK2K's channel, and that's where it's going to be live with the draft. I'm going to be heckling and booing CK, and hopefully that they get somebody not named RJ Barrett, because it would be a very Nick thing to do. But all right, y'all. We're out of here. Why am I putting up the 4 sign? We're out of here.
I have no clue.
See y'all next week.
Peace.